a doença espreita e todo o cuidado defensivo é pouco. Portanto, as expectativas é, depois de Cabo Verde ter perdido no dia 7 de setembro aqui com a Nigéria, num jogo em que até esteve a ganhar, hoje em casa defronta outra equipa do grupo, que é a Liberia, esperando que seja uma equipa coesa, uma equipa forte, uma equipa que cometa poucos erros, porque naquele jogo anterior foram 2 erros que deram a vitória à equipa da Nigéria. Estamos a aguardar que seja...
Well, welcome along to the Stade Municipal and Rito Senna in Mindelo as Cape Verde prepare to host Liberia on match day 4 on the hopeful road to Qatar 2022 in the World Cup. The group thrown wide open by Central African Republic's win over Nigeria on match day 3. The Super Eagles responding earlier today with a 2-0 win. The Mbalagan and Victor Osimhen firing Nigeria 5 points clear, but victory in this matchup between Cape Verde and Liberia could have huge implications for the group, as some hide quite inventively from the sun, others very much chilling in the wonderful conditions here on the Cape Verde island. But it's a huge opportunity for both nations, neither of which have ever qualified for a World Cup. Victory for either Cape Verde or Liberia would keep them in touch with Nigeria at the top of the group. A draw, in truth, could be curtains for both. It certainly promises to be a tense but hopefully exciting affair. It was certainly a dramatic round 3 clash between the two. 1-1 going into the stoppage time at the end of the match. And a stunning goal, worthy of winning any match. Firecracker from the boot of Gary Rodriguez, as Cape Verde came from behind against Liberia. The match took place in Accra in Ghana. Liberia scored late in first half stoppage time through Van Dave Armon. Jamiro Montero had equalised before Rodriguez took the spotlight. So certainly a matchup that's proven that it will go the distance. So as you saw from the table, Nigeria recovering from that shock defeat to Cape Verde, to Central African Republic. A victory for Cape Verde would see them just 2 points behind Nigeria with 2 to play, with the pair having to clash again. Liberia, if they were to win, would just be 3 shy of the Super Eagles, but certainly with 4 points in the bag already, Cape Verde the best position to try and cause an upset. Only the top team in the group in each of the 10 groups will qualify for the playoffs, when 10 must become 5, with only that number of tickets available to the World Cup party in Qatar.
4, Elvin McCorran. Número 6, Alan Leach, que é o capitão. E lembrando que o capitão de Cabo Verde é obviamente.
Okay, Verde, independent from Portugal since 1975. The Blue Sharks find themselves 77th in the FIFA rankings.
Os suplentes por banda da equipa da Liberia são número 23, Ashley Williams, número
Never passed qualifying
número 5,
for a World Cup.
número 15, Ben Davimania.
They reached their first Africa Cup of Nations in qualifying in 2013.
Número 20, Van Dav Goer. E número 21, Terence Leonardo.
The bench making their way out onto the pitch.
Exato. Portanto, anunciada a constituição das equipas. Fez uma mudança.
Huge match. That qualification in 2013 in South Africa, they reached the quarter-finals. Quite a debut. They repeated the trick by arriving in Equatorial Guinea in 2015. 3 draws saw them crash out, and they haven't managed to return since the heady days of the mid-10s. Now there's a feeling, especially after Nigeria failed to win back-to-back against Central African Republic, there's something there for them. And once again, a lot of the responsibility falling onto the shoulders of Julio Tavares, who's just about to go 10th in the all-time appearance list on his own, currently 10th alongside De Giannini on 35. Both of them stuck together as they are both still active. Advantage to Tavares. His former teammate not in the starting 11, or indeed the squad. So cap 36, take him just 3 behind Stopira. It's a long way to go. He wants to get anywhere near the 61 collected by Babanco. Second in that list, Eldon, the top scorer in Cape Verde history with 15. Gary Rodriguez managed to get his 5th with that stoppage time winner on match day 3. One of the active players. That's right, Mendes who's closest, but another who is missing. The opportunity so far, but the captain will hope he can be on target as he edges towards 50 caps for his country. As the two teams head out, real fever in the stands. One of the few grounds that has been allowed to have supporters in the stadium. And what a great joy it is to have fans returning. Certainly won't miss Yannick Tavares. Jet red hair. Hard to miss. Liberia also have never managed to reach the World Cup. Their most famous son, George Weah, the top scorer with 18 goals. Certainly switched things up since hanging up his boots, becoming the 25th president of the country. At the moment, only William Jebor is anywhere near his record of 18, just 6 goals shy. And now, before the action gets underway, it will be the national anthems of Liberia and then our hosts, Cape Verde.
Com honra e respeito pelo símbolo daquela nação, o hino nacional.
So Cape Verde, led by Ryan Mendes, who makes it cap number 48. As he edges on being only a fifth player to make it to more than 50 for Cape Verde. Takes him joint sixth in the all-time list. Also, Julio Tavares, vital importance, scoring in this group stage with only 3 goals in 35 caps before today, as he prepares to go 10th alone on the all-time list ahead of the Giannini. Well, Gary Rodriguez was the hero against Liberia. Mohamed Ali Musa of Niger prepares to take control and is face to face with opposite captain Alain Nijle. And it's Nigie who leads a Liberia side that sees Tommy Songos coming in for the usual number 1. Ashley Williams dropped to the bench. A big decision from Peter Butler. I'm hoping to have more of what they did in the first half on match day 3 and less of how it unfolded in the second half. final checks being made. Before this match gets underway. Well, a huge ovation for the Blue Sharks, who have made the fans dream of something they surely would have thought impossible at the start of the group. Nigeria expected to wipe the floor on paper, but on the field of play, both these sides have a chance to really keep the pressure up. Lots of geeing up before we get underway. Well, welcome along on match day 4 of the World Qualifying for CAF. The venue Estadio Municipal at Rito Sena as Cape Verde take on Liberia, who will take their chance of going head-to-head with Nigeria for top spot in Group C. Certainly a big day for Pedro Brito, also known as Bubista, former defender in charge since January 2020. But early promise for Peter Butler, an early free kick. Liberian coach since August 2019 made the big decision not to call up former captain, centre forward Sam Johnson. 3 goals and 16 caps, but at the moment trying to regain his fitness with his new club in Sweden, Albi. But Butler deeming him unable to play 90 minutes back-to-back, so he's gone with youth and power. Vital interception there as Cape Verde look to hit on the break. Well, the goalkeeper, it's a big day for him. Tommy Songo's in for previous number 1, Ashley Williams, for the rest of the group. Not sure if it's for the late concession in the 91st minute from Gary Rodriguez's long-range effort. Certainly the keeper, Williams, got a hand to it. Maybe Butler felt he should have stopped it. Certainly Songos with his chance to make an impression. And the bright sunlight here in Mindelo. Well, the band playing the music and sounds. Well, what a way to make an impression after being thrown into the lion's den. Tommy Songos with a stunning save. Ryan Mendes, the captain, on the flank, creating the chance, and that was destined for the top corner. Well, an early vindication of Butler's change. Liberia still struggling to clear their lines. Liberia look to hit back, and it's already an open, entertaining affair. Only played 3 minutes here in the port city of Mindelo on São Vicente, an island in the volcanic archipelago of Cape Verde. It's known for its music, nightlife, and lively Brazilian-influenced carnival celebrations. There's certainly plenty of that from the stands. There's a problem for the captain, Ryan Mendes. Cap number 48 as he goes 6th in the all-time list. And hunting down record goal scorer Eldon. Certainly the wind, you can see from the shirt, billowing. A major issue for goalkeepers in particular. Songos showing at least in terms of the goalkeeping. He is ready to stop whatever comes his way. Mendes with a lovely ball. It's a firebolt from the boot of Nuno Borges. Certainly be interesting. Teams potentially using the high ball as an advantage. Not a lot of cover in the port city. So certainly on the deck a little safer. Liberia look to fashion a chance, but it falls kindly into the gloves of Yosemar Diaz. Long ball down the line. Camley taken on the knee and then thumped forward by Prince Balde. Clattering from Abu Kamara. Certainly didn't look like Roberto Lopez, the big fan of that challenge, that gets up without complaining. Space and time for a touch and a look up from Fernandez. Trying to just hook round. The referee happy to let the physical play continue. Not going to his whistle too quickly. Wagner Gonzalez not giving Ibrahim Mohamed Sumaoro a minute's peace. Well, a lovely rhythm to the opening 6 minutes, on and off the field. Who's going to bring the music on the field? Hasn't had a major effect as yet, but you can just see from the flags and the strips, the wind could really be a big factor. Ball, very good one. Better defending. Not only keeping it in, but a great clearance from Alvin McCornell. Just nicking ahead was Samson Doué. Trying to flick and kick his way out of trouble. Doesn't manage to do so. Rockside hair defender. Under pressure from the elder statesman, Julio Tavares. His name is semi-regular goal scorer in the French top flight with Dijon. Helped them to gain promotion to the top flight. Somewhat surprised, only 3 goals in his previous 35 caps. We'll get a bit scrappy. The crowd certainly showing their displeasure with the decision. It's nice to have somewhat of the pantomime atmosphere from the crowd. None of them necessarily having to wear or take off their blue-tinted glasses, as is the supporters' right. Certainly you wouldn't call it intimidating for Liberia. Really great arena to play some football. Well, it didn't seem necessary for the free kick. The free kick it is nonetheless. Jamiro Montero Alvarenga calling for it, but now leaving it. Slow gamesmanship there. And launch for by Lopez. Game's yet to have settled down. Yet to really find their rhythm. Long kick from 35-year-old Josemar Jose Diaz. 5th season with AEL in Cyprus's top flight. Cup winner with the club in 2018-19 season. Well, it's Sonogo's fine save in the opening minutes. That's the highlight of the opening 10 minutes. And as it is, it remains goalless between the pair in the first clash between them. It took until stoppage time in the first half for the deadlock to be broken. And then stoppage time at the end of the match for the winner. So far, the Blue Sharks against the Lone Stars of Liberia. Remain goalless at this early stage. Lovely little back heel. Tavares couldn't stretch and get a touch, but he's looking to put pressure on Sonogos. Able to let the ball run into the box before scooping. Ball around the corner, given away. Keep Verde taking their time to put the pressure on. Only the one to cough up possession. And thankfully, it looks like for the Blue Sharks, their captain is more than okay to continue. Verde had a quite stunning Africa Cup of Nations qualifying campaign. Saw them win on this ground 3-1 against Cameroon. Huka, Bagnac and Ryan Mendes with the goals, following up with a narrow win away at Mozambique to finish second in their group. That means Cape Verde will be going to Cameroon in 2021. Their first AFCON since 2013 and 2015, just their third in 33. They were previously part of Portugal and then not a member of CAF until 1994. So what an achievement it would be for the country to reach their third Africa Cup of Nations and then look forward to March's playoffs with the chance of a first World Cup, but a long way to go. Liberia certainly will have something to say for it. They themselves only ever qualifying for 2 Africa Cup of Nations. In South Africa in '96 and when Mali hosted in 2002. They haven't qualified since. Thought they were on the road to something. Hoping day win over Central African Republic, and then 1-0 at half-time against Cape Verde. In the end, succumbing to a 2-1 defeat in injury time Verde desperate to make home advantage count now. Make it 6 points from 6 in this doubleheader. Well, chess skills, the ball out to play. Chess skills on the field, but it's a poor ball in the end. Almost admiring his own chess control for João Paulo Fernandes, gave it away. Tavares tried to make the move in behind, ball never coming. Now caught offside. Tavares goes on the hunt. The long ball slipping through. Liberia in behind. Not a great ball across. Really well defended by Roberto Lopez. Tavares gives chase, but Songo able to clear. It's a good header. On his toes. There's Liberia centre-back Balde. Ball whipped in. Tavares too far back to really get there. It's no wonder Verde are enjoying a real rise in African football. Front three of Mendes, Tavares, and also Wagner, who had a terrific spell last season with Metz in the top flight of French football. 4 goals. Moved on to pastures new with Sion in Switzerland. And ball forward over the top, a chance here. Well, the keeper's come through, the referee happy with it, but it comes to Mendes. He can't hit the target, and it will be a goal kick. A sore one. There's a great run onside. Played on by Prince Balde, but a clattering for Jamiro. Brilliant ball forward to release the number 10. He was brave, but took a clattering for it. The referee in a great position, seeing the goalkeeper play the ball. 26-year-old's last appearance for Liberia. He was in a 5-1 thrashing in the hands of Algeria in June 2021. So far, he's made one brilliant save, and this time taking no prisoners. In particular, he unfortunately hit Jamiro. They went for a long walk, and it's broken kindly for Tabarez. Now the front three try and combine, but the ball doesn't reach Captain Mendes. Space for Fernandez to run into. Tavares on the move. Well, the flag may have come up late. Obviously couldn't see in our picture, but the cross from Tavares seemed to tell its own story. Playing right on the shoulder. You can see him signaling for the ball. Very tight. Hand up on this near side from fullback Marcus Macaulay. He was slightly behind the play. Decision going Liberia's way. Now the Lone Stars looking for their own pot of gold. Try to work it. Little 1-2. In the end, offside again. This time against Amusa Sano. Great initial play by Dorley. The two tried to combine unsuccessfully. Babista, been happy with the start from his side, but he felt they could have been a little bit more of an attacking threat. Liberia trying to do exactly that at the other end. Tavares ends up short. He's testing the legs of Wagner. Well played. Ease the ball out. And now spread to Macaulay. The strike deflected. Really good goalkeeping from Diaz, although, well, not sure exactly what the decision is. Looks like he was inside the baseline. But I can only guess a corner has been given. And so it is. Could be a controversial moment. Ball whipped into a grey area. Well, Diaz, with the attempted punch, didn't get it much on it. Bobbling all around. And untidily, but successfully, Cape Verde clear their lines. Untidy, the word. Mendes in there trying to help out. Wobbling and bouncing up off Yannick Tavares. Driving run from Fernandez. Just muscled out of it. Captain Alain Nigier. Well, that's real miscommunication between the two. Certainly said it was going to be a tense affair. That's how it's proving. The crowd certainly not happy with anything against Cape Verde, but I think a final warning. Just one. Macaulay to be caught late. Ball bobbling up high. Ericsson Lima penalised. It's a really great ball in, and what an opportunity for Camara. Maybe didn't fully anticipate the ball was going to reach him. The short free kick routine, too simple. But Cape Verde were statues. And that should have been 1-0. Well, at the other end, it was Nuno Borges with a stunning strike saved by Songos. Now Liberia with their own gilt-edged opportunity, but it's Camara who's unable to hit the target with a gilt-edged opportunity. What a chance. He's managed to pass up. The 24-year-old playing his trade in North Macedonia. Macedonia GJP, having had a couple of campaigns with Rudar in Slovenia. The temperatures as they are, meaning a water break necessary. 32 degrees, 49% humidity. And as we've seen of the wind, it's no great surprise to see it's at 24 kilometers an hour. Hasn't been quite as fast-paced on the pitch, but fantastic to see supporters back in the stands, and especially the noise and colour of African supports, always so intoxicating for those who rightly take an interest in the football on this continent. Such a huge and varied continent. It's Cape Verde who are in focus at the moment. Sadly, a lot of other countries unable as yet to welcome fans back. Certainly making the most of this opportunity. Can the Blue Sharks on the field do the same? Tabarez certainly looked dangerous. They've yet to have a real opportunity of his own. Ball down the line. Jeffrey Fortes continuing his run. A free kick given. Cape Verde want to take it quickly. Well, even though it was only his bottom half, you can see Paul Butler wasn't a happy man. Just thumping the free kick off standing player to make a point. Touch around the corner from Borges. Option of Fernandez taken. Liberia forcing them back. Lovely footwork. And it's Lima who turns out of trouble. Trying to offer again in space. That time couldn't link with his teammate. The captain coming off the left flank on this occasion. Mendes certainly a license to drift and thrill. Excellent ball from Jamiro. Tavares uses his captain. Wagner, having switched to this left flank, wants the ball in. Jamiro making a run across the near post. Goes down, but a second attempt. Tavares tries to flick for goal. It bobbles around off Jamiro. It's cleared, but not particularly well. Jamiro again. They can't protect the ball, but he does get enough on it to keep Cape Verde in possession. Well, he's gone to his top pocket. Fortunately, it's only a yellow for Camara, who missed that gilt-edged chance and now finds himself in the book. I'm not quite sure exactly where the referee is keeping certain cards, but I think far too aggressive from Camara for the referee's liking. But it was top pocket. Offered a yellow and not more. But his reaction, the referee pushing him away, suggests he wanted to be careful not to talk himself into further disciplinary action. Well, I'm not sure if a second yellow card was maybe flashed there. We'll wait for confirmation, but the referee certainly having to deal. He may have just been talking to the one-man wall. But certainly Camara, who missed that headed opportunity, goes into the book. And now Cape Verde, a chance to deliver. They might get another. Mendes manages to get there, but brilliant reading of the play for Sherman to come and help out. And now be a free kick. Although Mendes looks around in horror at the decision. And it's Camara who this time comes out on top. Certainly putting the pressure on. I'll be kind and say I have no idea. No wonder Mendes looks shocked. I don't think being able to smell someone's cologne is necessarily a route to a free kick, but Paul Butler, Halifax-born Englishman, taking the job in August 2019, and previously led Botswana back in February 2014 to June 2017. A short spell with the Platinum Stars. And then headed over to Indonesia before finding himself in Liberia. Camara pushes. It works well because they pick up possession. Cape Verde try and build from the back. Support, but it's a bit of a mix-up. Wagner and Fernandez somewhat getting each other's way. Starting on the right-hand flank, the Sion forward. Switching with Mendes, Tavares and the captain. Try and fashion an opportunity. Such is the noise and fever in the pitch. Don't often hear the referee's whistle. You can just tell by the players stopping. Now with Enrique Tavares on to Fernandez. Looking for a bit of movement. Well, it's a nice idea from Jamiro. It's just unfortunate. Lima didn't know what was coming. onto the deck. And Su Maoro back to his feet to help link up beautifully. Ball whipped in. It was in fact Dorley who was involved. Tavares just trying to put pressure on, and then well, I'm not sure if he almost hit his own player there. That's an absolute thumper from Prince Baldi. So just about 10 minutes to go before the end of the first half. We know what happened to the reverse fixture. Pierre looking to do a little bit earlier, but ball cut out. Lima will leave it for the throw. Just asking for a little bit of calm. Certainly a lot at stake for both sides. It's going to be a free kick, a shrug from Yannick. Well, the ball walked into a very good area. Cape Verde now want to try and break, but it's just been that kind of half. Some good ideas, some nice play, but overall a lack of execution. Just bouncing off the back of the heel of Wagner. Yet both teams with a gilt-edged chance apiece. Now the captain, Ryan Mendes, cutting inside. Macaulay, I think, happy to take down the captain once he'd been beaten. So free kick to be delivered, and there's a bit of space on the far side. The flag stayed down, but there was 3 shirts inside the box. It could have been at least attempted to be picked out. Really well breaking the offside, but in the end, the final decision with the header, not up to scratch. It was Tommy Songos. It's big news before the match, replacing Ashley Williams, but stunning early save set the tone. What's been strong performance from the 26-year-old. Well, Diaz has been busy in a few moments. He was left beaten all ends up, only for Camara to not hit the target. A chance for Sherman there to try and have Cape Verde in trouble. Lima could be in trouble himself. He does brilliantly to keep hold of the ball under pressure. That's given away far too easily. Oh, that's superb play to stretch out a long leg. He keeps the ball thanks to Sumaora. Again, neither team able to make much of the positive moments. The ball breaks kindly for Mendes. Just getting there in time. Prince Baldi. Royal toe poking it away from Captain Fantastic of Cape Verde. Give him a little push for good measure. Well, taking over proceedings is Fortes, and he'll want a strong throw here. Especially in the wind, it could cause havoc. Over the head of Tavares, though. And easily into the hands of Songos. Oh, that's a wonderful touch. On the spin to just flick it up in the air. Murphy Dorley picking out one of his tricks. Macaulay down the line. It's all the way into the hands of Diaz. Just look at the net bustling. But both sides, to their credit, have tried to play the ball on the deck. Tells you why we've not had too much comedy of errors in terms of the flight of the ball. Babista satisfied with elements of the performance, as would be the same for Butler. Certainly something missing. Clinical edge from Camara, one of those. Really good pressure on the ball from Dorley. Has a look forward. Launches long towards Tavares. It's a good flick on, and it's an even better one to the left-hand side. Jamiro. Now a chance for Mendes. Well, just held off taking the shots and then did well when the ball was running away from him. Just buying a corner, but it could have been oh so much more. Jamiro around the corner here. Just a slight stumble, although credit goes to Prince Balde being on his toes. Maybe a little bit quick there, I'm not sure what Prince Balde said, but enough. In fact, it's his teammate Macaulay into the book as the flick goes off the crossbar. What a chance for Wagner. Brilliant movement and almost an even better header. The short corner, swung in low, just got enough on it to kiss the top of the bar. Tony Songo's goal lives to fight another day. No wonder the chants coming from the stands. Bit more encouragement, Jamiro. I think Tavares just an edge off. It would have been a tap-in for Mendes, but in fairness to both passer and forward, once Jamiro managed to get the chance to pass, Tavares was already on his bike. Former Dijon man maybe just needed to hold off a little bit before making his run. It's also a flag up against Musa Sano. So goalless as we head towards stoppage time. And Liberia do what they did. Match day 3. And will it remain goalless on this occasion? Feels like being the latter. Verde being a fine save out of Songos. And then Wagner's header clipping the top of the crossbar. Either side of a superb opportunity for Camara, whose header bounced off the turf and up and over the bar. With 30 seconds of the 2 added on, as the referee from Niger, Ali Moussa, I think just asking for a little bit of help from the players. In a few choice words, maybe just saying, it's okay, I can ref this. A fine job he's done as well. As the half slinks towards goalless opening half, unless something spectacular happens in the next 60 seconds. Just feels like the pot is on the stove, but it's yet to be brought to the boil. Could there be a last flurry here? Well, Jamiro, well, don't have to tell you much about the decision or what Jamiro thinks of it. And that should be that for the half. Baldi to launch forward. As the half-time whistle sounds, no late drama as there was in Liberia, netted in stoppage time. In the first matchup between the sides, and in the second part of the double-header, it is goalless at the break. Nothing yet to separate Cape Verde or Liberia. Join us for the second half shortly. Well, welcome back here to Cape Verde. And it is all square between the sides, hoping to be the main rival to Nigeria at the top of Group C. Draw would not be an utter disaster, but certainly would leave Nigeria very much in pole position. A draw would leave Cape Verde with 5 points. Liberia would join Central African Republic on 4. Meaning a 4-point cushion for Nigeria with just 2 to play. But a victory for Cape Verde would make it a 2-point top 2. Liberia, of course, with victory would move on to 6 points, 3 behind Nigeria. Especially in Liberia's mind, the Lone Stars hosting the Super Eagles on match day 5, the 11th of November. Cape Verde hosting Central African Republic. So both know they've got a big home game to come in November. And of course, Cape Verde finishing against Nigeria on Sunday the 14th of November. Can they make that match a shootout for top spot? Or Liberia hope to have done enough to mean a result in the other match. Could mean victory over Central African Republic. Could lead the way to the promised land of round 3 in the playoffs. Just 2 matches at that point from a World Cup. Lots of permutations. The only thing these teams can control is what happens in this second 45 minutes. Ali Musa has certainly been busy at times. Niger referee. Camera with that great chance for Liberia. Songos with a great save and a Wagner header off the bar. But no goals as yet here in the port city of Mindelo. It's Cape Verde and Liberia. And a goalless stalemate. They're looking to change that right at the start. Oh, there was a great chance to take the shot on. But Ryan Mendes elected to surprise by cutting back for the onrushing Jamiro, but he just didn't get hold of it. Seemed to not get his feet sorted in order to run onto the ball cleanly. And maybe Mendes should have taken the chance on himself. A huge opportunity inside the opening minute of the half. Well, a player down on the far side. That's being the ankle or the shin. Macaulay clearly in pain, although seems to be a bit of confusion, at least on the face of Wagner as to what happened. Replays may tell all. Well, clear insinuation that there was a stamp, although I do find that players are some of them least trustworthy when it comes to what actually happened. Well, he was claiming that it was a stamp before. Now you can see the dominant figure of Doué accepting. Doué walking away. But, Wagner's account seems to have been accepted. There was a high five of sorts. Still having word the captain in GA. Macaulay usually walking away. I think it may be a drop ball. I think just trying to get to an agreement of exactly what's going to happen once he drops that ball. I think Liberia are going to hold on to it. Everyone seems okay with how that unfolded, other than Macaulay, who's clearly taking a sore one, but hand up, ready to rejoin the action. As a cool header from Fortes goes back to Diaz. Trickling into feet for Lima. A driving run from Sano. It's well worked. The final effort from Sumaoro isn't golden. Couldn't find the auto. It's a fine run. Once Sano got clear. Nice layoff. There was an option on the right-hand side. Adoys for goal as another ball almost breaks into the path of Wagner this time. Oh, wonderful skills. Will be a free kick finally. Chamiro, I think, wanted the free kick once, twice, but only got it on the third time, clashing with Prince Balde. In fact, it's only going to be a throw. I think the right decision, looking on the replay. Prince Balde touch tight, but actually making a foul is Doué challenging Tavares in the battle of the big boys. A lovely smooth play. It'll be a free kick. Lovely balance and driving run from Gie, the captain. That looked like he might be in trouble. Just glided away. Chance to slam across. Well, it's off the junction of the bar and crossbar. There didn't seem to be an angle to create anything. And yet he dug out something almost sensational, did Sherman. The 29-year-old Keda striker. He's got 13 goals in 17 appearances this season. Trying to bring another goal for Liberia, having scored the only goal in the win over Central African Republic. One clean sheet for Liberia. Cape Verde without one thus far. Diaz would absolutely love to grab one tonight. Just centimeters away from conceding once again to what would have been a quite sensational goal. Long ball forward by Fortes. Again, such great awareness from Mendes. Just to drift into the right spaces. Of course, good delivery forward. But Sherman, out of nothing, decided to have a go at goal. So unlucky. He won the physical battle with Yannick Tabarez, and he almost won the battle with the goalkeeper Diaz, but couldn't negotiate the woodwork. Romero, he's got a free chance to cross that in. It goes to the near post. Wagner, though, can't flick it on. But it's given away cheaply. Swung in! Well, that is a slice of luck, to say the least. He was so impressive in saving in the early part of the first half. But Tommy Songos will breathe a huge sigh of relief. Well, cheaply given away by Sano. Swung in by Borges. It wasn't the best of strikes. Just enough to get the keeper going down to his right, but he made an absolute hash of it. And unfortunately for him, came off the post and out. Tavares battling with Doué again. Well, after replacing Ashley Williams in the starting lineup, that would have been calamitous. Romero just keeping the pressure on. The ball just held up on the artificial turf. Works well for Liberia. The let-off for Liberia. The game remains goalless. Warming up on the sidelines in case they get the call from Bobista to make a difference. Ball whipped across, race on there, but good communication, meaning Diaz got two gloves to it. Play back on his bike is Fortes. It's Wagner who's looking to take the throw if there was an option. Doesn't feel there is. Headed away. The free kick against Wagner. Just feels like the match could burst into life. There's been those moments, either brilliance, attacker or striker, or that little bit of luck we saw for Songos at the one end, and the unfortunate Sherman crashing the upright as substitutes prepare to come on as we edge towards the hour mark. Lovely flick on. That is superb defending, reading the play. Make a vital challenge. Down on the deck is Lima, helped to his feet by Sumaoro. Chance to deliver into the area and maybe to try and test Tommy Songos's confidence. Whether he can just wipe out that nearly error, or whether it might still be playing on his mind. Jamiro swings it in, but it's flicked away for a goal kick. So goalless here. 58 minutes played. A match that both sides really need to win if they're to have a realistic hope of usurping Nigeria in Group C. Bista trying to rally the troops after that last gasp win in Liberia. They'd hate to lose home advantage in front of their own fans. drum playing, but neither team able to yet beat their own with a goal. Chance to drive into space. Liberia not stopping the run, and that makes the poor delivery even more frustrating for Fernandez. He really wasn't under pressure, and yet still couldn't find quality necessary with only Tavares to focus on. So the changes to come. And it is Gary Rodriguez who scored the dying embers of matchday 3 to earn victory as Lima is replaced. Also joining him, Kenny Rocha Santos, as they look to try and turn this game in Cape Verde's favour. 21-year-old Kenny Rocha Santos, they're playing astride with Oostende in the Netherlands, having left Nancy after being on the youth books at Saint-Etienne. Chance to deliver though, and it's falling kindly. Brilliant strike across goal. Well, a cross come shot, it could have been either. In the end, it was neither. Well, the ball whipped in. Devilish delivery. It ran all the way to Macaulay, and he slammed it across. Number one, his shot beat the post. And Sherman unable to turn it home. So Wagner, the player leaving in the place of Gary Rodriguez. Confirmation of that substitution. And Lima off with Kenny Rocha Santos entering the fray. It's quite a long stoppage for Diaz. Concern there. See warm-ups going on the sidelines. Wondering if they're going to get the call. Well, looks like hopefully we'll be able to continue. Dylan Arton Garcia Silva is on the bench. Third tier Portuguese football with Elgueras 1932, the 22-year-old French-born stopper. Looks like either he or Marcio Sanamao Rosa will be needed. Another playing in the third tier of Portuguese football, the 24-year-old. Diaz needing any of the young pretenders to take his gloves. Does mean potential for some time added on, and we've already seen in this fixture that it can finish dramatically. Sherman, maybe a bit unfortunate to be penalised there, but excellent defending from Yanke Tavares. Together ahead of the number 9 for Liberia, I should say. Lopez didn't like what he saw. Uses his partner in crime, but it's even worse. Seen that, but Cape Verde managed to win the ball back. So chance for Mendes, gets round to the byline, but couldn't keep it in, and even if he had, into the side nettings. Sherman this time on the ball, but flag up. Ball whipped across, what a chance for Tavares. Just couldn't make clean contact. Wonderful ball to find Mendes. The focal point for all that's good of the Blue Sharks, but they just missed that bite. It's brilliant defending from Balde. Tavares hunting out more. Cape Verde making the point that they really went far enough away for when the corner was taken, but they've now ended up with a throw. Tavares making the sign, but it goes to Jamiro. The trickster. Just brilliant. Goes round the back, hits the deck, the referee not interested. The wonderful skills. Trying to dig something out there, Borges. Not only does he get a sore one, he doesn't even get a free kick, but here's the skill up against Macaulay. Petit pont, as they say in French, through the bridge. Nutmeg sprinkled all over the boots of Macaulay. And no end product, and that's been the story of the match for the most part. And when there has been either brilliance or fortune has favoured the clean sheets, there's still plenty of time to go. Could there yet be more drama after the exciting conclusion to the first match between these sides? Ball whipped in from the set piece. Tavares punched away by Tommy Songos. The first match taking place in Ghana. Nominated home match for Liberia. Cape Verde certainly happy to take advantage. And Rodriguez, and that 92nd minute winner. Off goes Abu Kamara, Terence Tisdale, as he did in the previous encounter. Off the bench, the 23-year-old, playing his trade in the Turkish second tier. That started in the round one against Sierra Leone in a 4-1 aggregate win to reach this group stage. But in the XI for the 2-0 defeat at the hands of Nigeria. Brilliant challenge, but the Blue Sharks have support. Ball never going to be good enough to reach Tavares. Prince Balde looking up before clearing. Patrick Andrade next to enter the fray. Also coming off Jamiro, and it's Gilson Tabarez. Never have too many Tabarezes. Quite a few changes. Will it be positive, or will it just further disrupt the flow of the game? As Liberia desperately thought they had an opportunity, but offside again. So Gilson and Shimol Tabarez, just 19 years of age, on the books at Estoril. Coming on for his debut for his country, Patrick Andrade. 28-year-old Karabag midfielder, hoping to make a difference. He did start the other 3 group games. Patrick Andrade with a point to prove. "20 minutes to go." Cape Verde look for that elusive opening goal. Tabarez, it's bounced all the way over though. Chance though from the shot. Struck in by Borges, but blocked and out for a corner. Liberia trying to stand up to the pressure as the ball's whipped in. Decent delivery from the substitute, Rocha Santos. Liberia stand firm. Well, due to the heat, it will be another water break. A chance for a final chinwag as Cape Verde and Liberia look for what would be a huge goal. It'll be interesting to see how the teams react as it gets late. Are they going to go through caution to the wind? Or are they going to back themselves to beat Nigeria? With a 4-point advantage over Cape Verde if this game ends in a draw. A lot of margin for error for Nigeria. There's a victory for either of these sides, the jeopardy is increased, and when it's only one team that goes through to the playoffs, that could make all the difference. Well, they've not stopped the whole way through. They've kept the faith. Can Cape Verde give their supporters something to shout about other than just the marvellous drumbeat of the band? Well, it was a poor touch initially, but it's run very kindly. Head down from Rodriguez. It's another corner. Cape Verde have failed to make much from it as Rodriguez makes his point known to the forward men. There was a poor touch there, but ran away from Prince Balde. And then winning the corner, but not happy with the options available. But there's plenty available for the corner. Mendes in there. Fortes up as well from the back. He swung in by Santos. Tavares felt something in the face. It's still alive. In fact, it came back to the striker, but he's unable to see it because something has caught him, giving him a bit of distress. Liberia away. Well, he's just miles offside. It's almost painful to see. No attempt to hold the run. And there was acres of space to play into. Just had to bide his time. Exuberance getting the better of him. It's been a relatively entertaining game. It's just lacked that little bit of care in the pass. A lot have gone astray when in important situations, as Ryan Mendes took it off the chest, but then overcooked it. Not looking like being his or Cape Verde's day. Mentioned Ryan Mendes, now just 2 caps away from 50. He'd be only the 5th player ever for the Blue Sharks to reach a half-century of caps. He joins Lito in joint 6th. But without scoring, he's going to remain 5 goals short of Eldon. Unless there is to be a late twist, although surely, it's obvious the captain would certainly give up any personal honours as Liberia win it back in a dangerous position. They've just kind of bundled their way through. Oh, that was a huge opportunity. I'm not sure he even got to Diaz. I think it was a block. We'll wait for the replay. A Cape Verde player down. It's all happening. Well, the Lone Stars just kind of bundled their way through. And then the cutback. Well, recriminations now following. But here was the chance. It was an absolute nightmare for Fortes. He took the chance in the absolute wrong place. Driving forward was Sano. Cutback here. He did everything right. He got a bit of luck with the first shot. Then the cutback. What a chance. Straight away Liberia go again. Well, substitute Terence Tisdale wanted the ball from his teammate. Didn't get it on that occasion, didn't get a shot away, didn't get a free kick. What an opportunity for Sherman. So unfortunate earlier when he cracked the crossbar. And this time, what a block. And then it was the turn of Tisdale to take it for a run. Just blocked out in the end by Gilson Tavares. It's a really open game now. Ryan Mendes clips it across. Tavares wants it. The goalkeeper's brave and gets a fine fist to it, but Cape Verde keep it alive. And, well, it almost looked like it stopped there. But on they go as the shot deflected. Oh, Gilson Tavares! Well, he thought that was his moment. But looking at the reactions, I think we know what's gone on. And not for the first time. The flag going up. And cutting the celebration short. Well, the game really starting to come to the boil now. Just standing up. Macaulay poked it back. The shot coming through, and it's a fine decision. Wasn't the best of connections, but it was enough to beat Songos. You can see the reaction. He knew that it was likely, but just dreamed that it might not be, as Songos has an issue. What a debut moment that would have been for teenager Gilson Tavares. His first ever cap off the bench. and he scores for his country. For the 19-year-old saw the dreaded flag held aloft as Paul Butler tries to figure out the way through this final 12 minutes. You can see Prince Balde and Captain Mendes of Blue Sharks sharing a nice moment. The game's certainly been played in a fabulous spirit in front of a colourful and noisy crowd. Is there to be a dramatic winner, as there was 3 nights ago, or is this destined to finish goalless? Tabarez on his bike, just trying to anticipate the ball maybe getting through. Gilson Tabarez battling there. Oh, it's a superb touch out of the sky by Mendes. Fortes back to his captain. Oh, it's wonderful feet, wonderful skill. Gilson's in this time. Well, it was either lifted over the goalkeeper or trying to clip it to a teammate. To be fair, 19-year-old didn't have much to do because Tommy Songos was so quick off his line. Lovely football here, though. Fortes back to his captain. He was 2-1 against, but won the battle. The fine ball through. That is a superb piece of goalkeeping. And bar the moment he let Borges's strike wriggle clear of his hands and it hit the post. Otherwise, the goalkeeper has been faultless. But Tavares knocks it back. But of course, you know, he might say no. The linesman says yes. A lot of these midway long balls, and that's a tough one. No VAR, of course. Very much up to the officiating team. Songos launches long. Well, for a match that's been so windy, you'd hardly notice other than the flags and the shirts billowing in the air. Real battle. There's space on this left-hand side. Gets himself in a twist. Sao Mauro almost gets his side in trouble. What a touch by Douay. The way he does it, absolutely stunning. Into the final 10 minutes, plus stoppage time. The match set up for a grand finale. Down on the deck, and Sano up to his feet, just holding the back of his thigh. You can see he just sat down. An issue, but not much sympathy from Lopez. Well, it's a second. Is it? Well, it almost looked like he was pulling for something else there. It's a booking just for the substitute Tisdale. Not sure what for. The change with Carlos Kofa Williams coming on. Terence Tisdale, sorry, the one booked. It will be Carlos Coffa Williams coming on for Liberia. And trots on. Looks like the end of the day for McCornell. And also heading on, number 15, Ben David Ben Aya. To wait a good while. Unsurprisingly, is Sano. He makes his way off. There seems to be a little bit of confusion about what exactly is going on. As we see in the background, McCornell just wandering off. The Faroe taking the action back underway. Willie Samedo, number 13. Cape Verde also on. 2 13s. Who will it be lucky or unlucky for? Well, it breaks clear. Well, that is going to be a booking and a free kick. Cape Verde won a penalty. The referee clear. It's outside, and it's... Well, he's got his cards in a muddle there. Keep wondering if he is going to pull out that red card. I think the right decision, just a yellow. But a yellow that the substitute who's just come off the bench will feel it was well worth taking. Mendes again showing his play and his skill. Great touch away. It's clearly outside the box. You can understand why Cape Verde want a penalty. But it's clearly outside the box, and a sensible challenge so late in the game. But I do love that he's trying to look innocent. It's certainly not working. There certainly was no red card. Ben David Ben the key phrase being taking one for the team. He's certainly done that, but may not be a penalty that Cape Verde wanted. But can the Blue Sharks finally show their teeth, fight their way to a huge 3 points? Looking for the draft, the new fangled manner of defending free kicks. Never seen one actually hit, but it's Mendes who strikes through, deflected away. Cape Verde try and keep it alive. There's space on the far side, but it's too close. But clearly Songos just wasn't willing to take any risks. Maybe didn't quite know where he was or who was coming in. Just electing to regroup, but it is a corner kick. It's a poor delivery. Macaulay with it away, but it comes sliced back in. Good technique, but too much height and flight for Andrade. Running out of time. Locked away. Liberia try and take the pressure off. They're going on a hunt themselves. It's a brilliant ball. Cape Verde are pushing players forward in the search for a win. Wonderful covering by Andrade. Mendes, though, loses out. Oh, that's wonderful play from the captain. Made sure he didn't give away a free kick and then showed the improvisation to flick it round. Well, the referee is just having to make sure. It's almost more counselling the referee at times. Ali Musa has done the job brilliantly. He's just extinguished those moments that could get out of hand. As a slice clearance off the shin as he taps it, but Prince Baldi doesn't need to apologise to anyone. He's been absolute rock at the back for Liberia as he points to his head as they head towards the end of the 90. They conceded an injury time to lose the match between them, and it's squeezed in, and the goal is given. Pandemonium for Cape Verde. They've done it again. Well, look at the scenes. Well, Ryan Mendes taking the applause, but who knows how it got in. But the Blue Sharks and their fans don't care how. They just know they're on their way to a massive 3 points. The captain will be absolutely delighted to take the yellow card that's going to come his way as a souvenir. The ball taken short. The delivery found the captain. It was saved, and it is Mendes' goal. Wonderful technique. He got over it. Songos did everything he could to keep it out, but this time the post didn't come to his rescue. Look at Diaz. He watches on from afar, and he goes to join the celebration. Incredible scenes here in Modelo. The whole squad joining the party. Well, he is the conductor of this Cape Verde orchestra, and Ryan Mendes again the hero, taking him to 11 goals. He's now second clear. Out scoring now Calo. 10 goals in 32 caps back in a career spanning from 98 to 2007. He is now 4 behind Eldon, but more importantly, it is a huge 3 points in offering if they can hold out. Well, what a Group C we have in our hands here. Cape Verde just want to get to the full-time whistle. Well, match day 1, they drew away, nominally away at Central African Republic. That may have felt like a big chance missed against one of the weaker sides in the group. They then lost to Nigeria, having taken the lead. The Kenny Rocha Santos own goal gave the Super Eagles a narrow win. But this doubleheader with Liberia looks to have shaken free 6 points, and with that incredible victory for Central African Republic against Nigeria, they are now going to be 2 points behind the Super Eagles with just 2 to play. Liberia hosts Nigeria on match day 5. Cape Verde at home here against Central African Republic. And it could be a quite sensational match day 6 when Nigeria host the Blue Sharks. But they need to hold on because the party pooper could be Liberia. A draw not really any use to either of them if the ambition is to top the group. Wonderful challenge. Poked leg out by Iniek Tabarez. Well, I said it was being on the waiting to go in the boil. It certainly has. Cleared away. The emotions raw here. And Guinea-Bissau looks on. The Estadio Municipal at the Rito Sena just wants to get the party started. As it's a booking for Jamiro. Well, he started the match, and yet he's managed to get booked while on the bench. Well, Gilson Tavares had the ball in the net, but the offside flag denied him. But there's nothing that can deny Cape Verde a huge victory. And it's their captain, Fantastic, who has led the way once again. The party will be long and colourful in Medelo and across Cape Verde Islands. Look at the coming together, Lopez and Diaz. That's what it means. And they know now they've given themselves a huge chance of fighting Nigeria for top spots in Group C and having qualified for Cameroon 2021. Could they yet do an incredible 2022 double with the Africa Cup of Nations at the start of the year, the playoffs in March, the World Cup in November? But that's getting ahead of themselves. They just want to enjoy this moment, and for the second match in a row, they've broken Liberia hearts in stoppage time. Guinea-Bissau will be as relieved as anything else as the fans look to collect any souvenir they can. But they are in absolute raptures, and the scenes after Mendez's strike crept over the line despite the efforts of Tommy Songos will live long in the memory. And it's the Blue Sharks that have bitten the Lone Stars of Liberia again. Good sportsmanship from Diaz, picking Doué off the ground. Liberia played their part in a highly competitive match, but for them it's consolation. There is none. For Cape Verde, they can dream very, very big. What a night for the Blue Sharks. Independent from 1975. A population just over 500,000 people, and yet they are in a battle with Nigeria for top spot. Just 2 points between the top two. They face each other on match day 6. Will it count to something? We'll wait and see. But for now, Cape Verde enjoy another last-minute victory over Liberia.